He's unironically describing himself. Except that, exactly, listen to what he says. He should listen to what he says. Accepting that not everything is for you is a very important part of growing up. But he can't accept that because all he sees is white man smash, and he can't accept white man smash. See? That's the thing. How do you preach for tolerance when you're so intolerant? How do you preach and demand diversity, yet you're not actually inclusive and diverse? How do you say racism is bad and segregation is bad, yet you want to create quote-unquote safe spaces that exclude other races? It's kind of like saying racism bad while I'm enjoying my racism. Whew. It's what separates you from a sociopath. Like I said, real people don't walk into a restaurant, claim it as theirs, try to kick out the foreigners, and demand the chefs make food only they like. That's very sociopathic. Again, describing himself, describing his kind, describing the left, but he's saying this to the right. That isn't what a healthy person does. So why do you think it's okay to do that here? It's absolutely not. It's a social fox pass at the absolute best, and it kind of does make you look like a mad, frothing sociopath. Maybe don't be a sociopath. If you're not a sociopath, you should be able to understand that not everything is for you. You should be able to understand that other people exist and deserve to enjoy things as well. It's not hard, so too long don't read, don't be a sociopath. I wonder if we should be a sociopath. And co-ops, keywords in the above. Maturity. Yes. And here we go. Catalytic. Let's cover the post that he believes will get him banned. From the guy who's now posted at least 3 long, explicitly racist posts, now we get this. What's the message? If you don't like below zero, you're a sociopath? His words, not mine. The game's not for you, even if you're a fan. And you're supposed to be okay with that. You're not only supposed to accept it, you're supposed to embrace and celebrate that the game was made, in his mind, specifically to exclude the demographic he seems to absolutely despise. Or, you're the sociopath. His words, not mine. So sit down, shut up, and take being excluded, targeted, and reduced to second-class citizen status. Accept your discrimination and like it. Go to the back of the bus. Drink out of the dirty fountain in the back. You can't play this game. Go play your own games. These are our games now. Pausing for a meme. Speaking about bus prejudices, men to be fined on BMTC buses if they occupy reserved seats for women, even if they are not occupied. So this is what it looks like at first glance, but upon further glance, it looks like that. Woke progressiveness, huh? Looks kind of racist. You can't play this game. Go play your own games. These are our games now. This, ladies and gentlemen, is why we fight the culture war. These people literally hate an entire demographic of people simply because of their skin color and genitals. And they want that demographic to be punished and removed from society. Not because of anything any particular individual person has been done. No, because of crimes committed by others who are long dead who just happen to look like them. These people must suffer. This is critical race theory applied. It's right here. This is what happens when this cancerous idea metastasizes. Some person who thinks he's being a good person for helping the underprivileged is in fact simply turning the tables and discriminating against other human beings who have done nothing wrong other than to have been born. We simply swapped Burgoyes versus Brutaria and German versus Jew for men versus women. gay versus straight, and white versus black. It's the same victim versus oppressor group-based thinking where you lump everyone together and discriminate against the entire group. You're not helping anyone by going out and victimizing people for having been born one way or the other. You may think you're an ally or some other bullshit, but in reality, you're the one doing the attacking. It's classic Marxism with a racist twist, and it always ends badly. See Zimbabwe or South Africa under the ANC. Look it up. And this guy's post history right here on a simple game forum shows he came here to wage that culture war right here. He hates white men, and he wants everyone to see that. He's a good person in his own mind for saying so and openly attacking them. I'm tired of it, and just not from him. I'm tired of this so-called woke ideology, discriminating against people based on their race or sex, or because they choose to have normal sexual partners is immoral and intolerable. It doesn't make you a good person. You're not helping anyone by doing this. All you're doing is treating a different group as second-class citizens, and eventually they will resent it enough to stop taking it quietly. They'll stop following, and Steam's going to be like, oh, here he goes. He's inciting violence. He's inciting violence. They'll stop following the double standards and the rules, and they'll lash out. History tells us what happens when that occurs. It ain't pretty. And I have a rule about history. You can control people. Don't take away all their power. Take away all their power, but leave just enough power to where they don't feel powerless. Take away all their money, but leave them just enough money that they don't feel broke. And do that, and you can completely control them. It's only when a person feels powerless and broke that they start to lash out. Well, starting to feel powerless, starting to feel broke, time to lash out. You crank the hand of control a little bit too tight, and the cycle of history does repeat itself. History tells us what happens when that occurs. It ain't pretty. For over 100 years and in dozens of countries all over the world, this situation has never resulted in anything other than pain, suffering, misery, and death. The ideology is cancer. It rots society to the core and leaves it dead. I know this is going to get me banned. That's okay. I'm tired of the overtly racist, hate-filled trash that comes out of the mouth of this guy, and he's going to get called out for it. Fucking get him, Catalytic. Take the stand, my man. We have to live together in a diverse world, and if we can't figure out how to be decent human beings to each other and find the value in each other behind the immutable characteristics we're born with, this is only going to end badly for everyone. Before you start calling people sociopaths, take a good, hard look in the mirror. I expect to be banned for this. It's clearly in violation of the rules. I'm making my stand because the rules are never enforced against racists like this. And I'm done with the double standard and trying to beat around the bush. As much as I like this game and want to contribute, at some point the world needs to rise against this crap and stop it. More and more and more and more and more and more people, unknown worlds, are going to rise up like this. Catalytic, long-standing member of your community. Catalytic's been here before I was. Cougarific's been here before I was. These are people whose comments I can remember reading before I even owned Below Zero. And when I bought Below Zero, I didn't immediately play it because I was playing Subnautica. It was the Frostbite update. When me and my bro, my roommate, we got into it. Then I hopped onto the forum. I've been on the forum. I've been if you count the time I've been banned, I've been on the forum over a year. But man, I just had to cover this. Let's do a quick refresh while I got some time, 10 seconds. And this post is still there. Oh, check that out. Can't cover it. I'll talk to you guys later when something else comes up.